Ladies and grasshoppers, it is time for another exciting episode of Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller. It's directed by Cinderama, and it's produced by The Camera Lady, and association by The Cameraman, with performances by the Color Beatty Crew and Evo Amber, with partners by Tom Allen, Edward Scott, and Rebel Wilson, with his co-host, Elia Muller. So without further ado, let's get the show on the road.
Hola, amigos. What's coming up next? It's Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller. Then the morning show starting Rebel Wilson, and extremely early with Edward Scott. That's all still to come on Nick at Night. Adios.
From the gorgeous YouTube Dog Show, we have compassion? Yes. Yes, we do. It's Week of Ellie Muller. And now, a man who knows a thing or two about compassion. Wait a minute. He knows a lot about compassion? Well, this will be an interesting show. He is the one and really the only Mr. Ellie Cunning Muller. Ha! Welcome to Week Update. My name is Ellie Cunning Muller. What's up? The theme song was composed by Dr. Mantis Piano, of course. The Color Beatty Crew and the Camera Lady and the Cameraman are responsible for most of the things that you will see here on this program tonight, and they are Shoutout Spotlight, along with Evo Amity, Dragon Ball Level 2004. Hopefully she'll return to this program very, very soon. Pierre Kelly, Make It Least, and Blingy. So please check all those people out. Now, this episode of Week No Update will be fantastic. But before we get started, I have some breaking news for you folks. Folks, this has been one wild week so far. I mean, with the 24th anniversary of 9/11 and various shootings across the country, it has been hard for so many people to think and to really have fun. That's why I think that we should have a moment of silence for those who have lost their lives 24 years ago and the ones who have lost their lives this past week due to the various shootings that we've had to deal with in the USA, since, that's why I think that we should have a moment of silence for those who have lost their lives 24 years ago and the ones who have lost their lives this past week. I'm going to pray for the people who have lost their loved ones 24 years ago, and I'm also going to pray for those who have lost their loved ones not too long ago. I seriously hope that we will be able to have discussions about everything one day without fighting or doing anything dangerous. I also hope that we will all come together and live in peace and harmony, because everything that happened this past week and 24 years ago shouldn't have happened. Now, let's get this show over with, because we don't need to be sad anymore. It's time for us to laugh. More importantly, it's time for us to find out what's up. There you go.
What is up? 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 Bum 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 bum.
What's up with compassion? Something that everyone lacks right now. That's why everyone is fighting. That's also why we have Adult Swim. Now, what is compassion? sympathetic consciousness of someone's distress. Wow. I know how a teacher feels now. Now wait. Someone recently said that compassion is dying. That person blamed the Facebook trolls for that. Hold on. That person is making things worse. Come on! Grow up! My goodness gracious. It's time for another top 8 list. MP, open, let's go!
Does everybody know what time it is? Is it time for something that involves the weeknight update? That's correct. It's time for our top 8. Yeah, top 8 to know what the top 8 things are. Yeah, it's going to be great. Oh, I'm so excited. I wonder what the top 8 is going to be this time. Well, we're going to have to figure it out. Well, Ellie's going to figure it out. Yeah, Tom, it's absolutely so. Well then, what are we waiting for? Take it away, Ellie! Yeehaw!
Right on, boss. Tonight's category, top 8 reasons why we need compassion. Number 8, compassion is sweet. Number 7, without compassion, we would have so many wars on the sidewalks. Number 6, compassion stops people from going insane. Number 5, without compassion, everyone will be jumping on one another. Number 4, come on! We don't need another tragedy. Wait, did I speak too soon? Number 3, compassion leads to love, romance, and sex. Number 2, compassion leads to an eternal friendship. Everyone needs that. And number 1, we must prevent World War III from happening. Come on, people! Okay, MP, you really need to calm down. I'm sorry, it's just that we need compassion. I know. Oh boy. Thank you, boys. Thanks a lot. You know, draw hashtag week update, hashtag Ellie Roll for late night, hashtag Ellie Roll for those who hashtag Struggle Wild and hashtag Autism Wolf. Get those hashtags to social media, please. And make sure you acknowledge the camera lady, the cameraman, and the corporate crew when you use that last hashtag because they created that last hashtag. And while I like to speak, subscribe and about the channel comment section down below. Whatever you do, please do not go anywhere. We'll be right back with the in-between monologue, special delivery, an update on E-Gravity Dragon Ball over 2004, a moment for everyone, overtime, random advice for this week's Shoutout of the Week question. Remember, this program is still Week Update. And now, here it is, your Wild Delight.
By the way, I love you guys, and I am hungry.
When it's time to relax, there's only one place for better TV today. It's pre-postmodern, wild and free, watching it at night for good TV.
If you're going out to shop for carpeting, you're in for a shock.
High prices. Padding and installation. Extra 6 weeks for delivery.
Well, you know Empire's prices start at only $6.95 a yard, including padding and installation. And you know we deliver in 3 to 4 days and give you a free Bissell shampoo with 2 rooms. And if you call now, you get a free T-shirt with any order. So call Empire. I bet you know the number, too.
588-2300 Empire.
We get classier all the time.
Oh, Henry, it's so good to hear your voice.
The happiness of a person receiving a long-distance call is matched only by the concern of the person making that call with how long he's on the line. Well, if you dial direct any weekday after 5 p.m., you'll save 40%. If you call after 11 p.m. or on the weekend, you'll save 60%. And you'll be able to carry on a normal conversation without driving yourself.
Fantastic. Wait till you try them out. They're just marvelous for exercise.
Welcome back to Weeknight Update, and now it's time for the in-between monologue. If it suddenly rains flowers outside, then don't freak out. Be happy. In fact, get a camera and film yourself dancing with flowers in the rain. That's right, get a camera and film yourself dancing with flowers in the rain. YouTube Gold, right there. Yes. Now, don't scream over things that you can't control. That's the quickest way to get sick. Now, love is always a give and take thing. Of course, sometimes it's hard to tell who's giving and who's taking. It's like a tug of war and the hearts are losing. You know, if you think that some of the things that you do in life are magical, then here's a wake-up call for you. Real life is not a fairy tale. So save the pretending for when you are sleeping. Alright? And finally, if you can't juggle, then don't even try to juggle. Whatever you're juggling will just end up on the floor. Alright? I mean, you would try to juggle some things in the air, and then everything will be on the floor. And then somebody will walk right next to you, and then slip, and then boom, fall on the floor. Now here's something that won't make you slip and fall. That's right, this installment of Special Delivery.
The waiter audition, Poe.
Oh, come on, Captain! That shady character in the beach obviously sent us on a wild goose chase. Don't be silly. There are no wild geese here. They're flying south for the winter. Waiter. Oh, jeez. Achoo! A little more pepper, please. I sure do love it. Coming right up! More? A little more, thanks. Just a bit more. Wow, you sure do love that pepper. Why don't you take it? Thanks. I sure do love that pepper. Achoo! We're wasting time. Oh, we should be out finding the sneaky hermit. Did you just say sneaky hermit? Yes, I did. I beated him in karate class. Well, that's the coincidence. It sure is. Do you have any idea where this hermit is now? No, I do not. Well, have you seen anything suspicious? I saw some villains carrying a wriggling sack into that old restaurant. Ding! I call that suspicious, 'cause no one goes into that old restaurant. When did you see this? While you were talking? My bullcraps, Captain. We got work to do. To that old restaurant. Thank you for coming. It's been a hoot. Oh, yes. Thanks. Now where was I? Oh, yeah. to the old restaurant away.
That was perfect. Now, Evil Ebony Dragon Ball Level 2004 still hasn't returned to this program yet, but she has 329 subscribers right now, and she will return to this program very, very, very soon. So please check her out if you haven't done so already, and please help her grow on YouTube. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think that we should have a moment for everyone.
Hey, Rebel, do you know what time it is? No, the camera lady, what time is it? Well, Rebel, it's time for a moment for everyone. I wonder what Ellie is going to say this time. Well, we're about to find out right now. Yeah, so take it away, Ellie. Yeah, Ellie. Love you, my smoochie poo.
Now, before I start talking about my dream from last night, I must say this. As you know, we have just acknowledged the 24th anniversary of 9/11 in the USA. Now, I already talked about what happened on that tragic day during last night's episode of this program, which most of you saw earlier today. But let me just say this, all right? I hope that we won't have to deal with what we had to deal with 24 years ago ever again. We shouldn't have to deal with violence. It's just not right. All right? It's just not right. So, let's try to get along with one another. All right? Now, in the dream that I had last night, I was interviewing Cindy Crawford on the adult-film version of this program after doing a lot of comedy. She said that he's done being a villain, and that made everyone happy. After that, I talked to her about her MTV days, her modeling career, and her commercials. And she had so many stories about all those things. Of course, she also told me that she wanted to host a late-night talk show on NBC, but the NBC executives didn't pay attention to her guest hosting stint on a show called Later. A show called Later. There you go. I asked her if she really wanted to host a late-night talk show on TV, and she said that it has been a dream of hers since she did the House of Style program on MTV in the late 80s and early 90s. That's when I told her that she can try to get her own late-night talk show on Adult Swim, and that's when she thanked me. She kissed me on the cheek and left. Everything turned out fine in the end. Even though the camera lady was dating the chimp from Super Mario Galaxy 2, and even though Tiffany Riley was dating Booker T from the WWE, I still managed to do an awesome show, and everyone's normal again. Of course, I received a letter from my secret admirer. That's great, but as I was about to start looking for my secret admirer, a boot was about to land on my head. Luckily, I woke up just in time. Oh, I am so sorry, folks. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a little talking time, huh?
Hey, do you know what time it is? That's right, it's talkie time to know what Ellie is talking about. So, let's talk about it. And don't tickle me, please.
Now, what is compassion? Sympathetic consciousness of others' distress together with a desire to alleviate it. Interesting. Now, compassion and empathy both refer to a caring response to someone else's distress. Of course, empathy is an active sharing in the emotional experience of the other person. Compassion adds to that emotional experience a desire to alleviate the person's distress. In other words, you know what? When you have compassion, you not only... In other words, you're not only helping someone out, but you're also helping that person get rid of that person's sadness. Am I making any sense? Good. Now, listen to this, folks. All right? Someone said that compassion is dying. Actually, that person said compassion is in danger. That's right. Apparently, that person had received so many Facebook messages and comments from several Facebook trolls. That's right. You know, I'm sorry. You know, but this is ridiculous. All right? You know, if you're online, right, and you're getting messages from, certain trolls, right? Maybe you should, I don't know, block and report the trolls. Because let's be honest, an online troll is an online troll, all right? But anyway, that person said that we need to lead by example. And I'm like, okay, how about some random advice for the world, huh? I want to give you some advice that will help you out in the future, because while 9/11 took place 24 years ago, and while we should always remember 9/11, we still have to be careful. I mean, who knows what might happen in the future? So, if a situation like that pops up again, then please do the following things. Try to help those who are in trouble. All right? Make sure that you and your loved ones are safe. Call a police officer and or a firefighter for help. And pray. I know that this segment wasn't what you were hoping for, but everyone is still thinking about 9/11, so I have to do what's right. Also, you were laughing quite a bit during this episode. You know what? So I had to do something that would make everyone think. You're welcome. Now, this is your last chance to answer this week's Comment of the Week question, which is, if you could make a sweater, then what would you call your sweater? Go over to the post section of our YouTube channel page and answer that question as honestly and as thoughtfully as you can. Tomorrow night, during our conversation, tomorrow night I will tell you who will be this week's Comment of the Week winner, and I will have a conversation with you about sweaters. And that's right, the Color Being Crew and the camera lady and the cameraman will be here tomorrow night. Hopefully, Irreverently Grandmother 2004 will be here tomorrow as well. And GDQ, the YouTuber, Bombation Productions, Mild Shocker, and Christian Faith will be here too. Woo! Tomorrow night's program will be exciting. So please, do not miss it. That's news. Namalski, Scroll by 4.
And that has been another exciting episode of Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller. And now it is time to hear some final thoughts of the villains. So, good night, everyone.
I wouldn't believe it if I haven't watched it. Believe what? I don't know. I wasn't watching.
When it's time to relax, there's only one place for better TV today. It's pre-postmodern, wild and free, watching it at night for good TV.